Guys, real quick, I have an appointment soon, but I saw the news. Reduction. Oh, yeah, reduction. And so, oh my God, did you see? So, this guy named, let me read his name here, Alan Weisselberg, who is a CFO, longtime Trump Organization CFO Alan Weissenberg, has been subpoenaed, the Wall Street Journal reports. So, oh, really? Oh, I wonder why. Sounds good. It's gonna be good. Sounds great news for president. So, so guys, this came out in the wake of yesterday. Well, a few days ago, there was there's the tape of a Cohen talking to Trump about paying off Karen McDougal, and so and I've done. Well, have I? You know, I haven't actually. I've done an update yesterday. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm going to post it probably together with this one. Anyway, so this is huge, guys, because the guy who knows the numbers, the numbers are so real. Mm-hmm. They are. Oh yeah. So, so anyway, guys. So I have my cards. Okay, my cards out here. Oh yeah. Just in case. But I feel like I think we know what's gonna happen. So let me do. I need a little drink here. Okay. Just I'm gonna close my eyes. And I'm gonna find out. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna use some cards. Just so I don't even know what this guy looks like. Apparently he's 71, so it's a good. I actually like doing the readings like this when I don't know much. Although a person who's a CFO of the Trump Organization is very honest, I'm sure. Okay, so all right. So spirits, tell me about this Alan guy. What's up with him? Who is he? Guys, I've said this before lately. I feel like the images I get now are so clear. It's not even, it's like really fast. Maybe faster than before. Maybe I'm accepting the images and not questioning. Okay. So anyway, so the first thing what I show is like this guy who's almost like an old-fashioned, let's see, mobster, but kind of like he wears very expensive suits. Okay. And they look expensive. He's not like a fat guy like you would. I'm not saying, but he's kind of distinguished looking. Okay, so it shows literally they has two ledger books, and he specializes in writing the fake books and the true books. Okay, so he keeps track of the fake books and the straight books. Okay, so he knows this shows he does know where the money go, like where. It's showing me here, guys, that I'm just going to tell you what it's showing. Okay, so it's showing that somehow he gets money sent to Trump to this organization. It goes first into the fake books, and then it's siphoned somehow into the clean books. Okay, so there's two ledgers, separate ledgers. It shows me a real ledger, like not a. I don't know if it could be that it's let me just is this a real, are there actual books, the real books? It's showing me like a very old kind of book, even older or something. Oh, that's right. He started in the 70s, guys. So I feel like he has files, and I feel like I see the office is actually kind of schlumpy a little bit, or maybe it's the files where he has lots of these books, okay, really old ones, and I think it's all on paper. I don't think it's on computers, guys. Oh, hello, it would make sense, right? This is stuff, especially legal stuff. It'd make sense that it's not, and I feel like it's also giving me this image of two almost like. Reminds me of video games a little bit, like as if they create these LLCs as boats, okay, almost as if for example, the money has to go to Trump. They need to create a boat, which is an account, right? I'm sorry, an LLC. And they create this, it's like a square that moves and touches the Trump Organization. So he creates these what is it called? These channels, right? These LLCs that transport the money in and out. So it's like the money goes in and out through separate LLCs, and there's LLCs for in and for outs. They're never the same. Okay, so he's under pressure, obviously. So and I'll tell you, it's so interesting. You know, I'm learning to just say what I see. And I know sometimes people ask me questions after. It's like, oh, what about this? Is it there? No, it's I tell you everything I see, and you can't. It's not that you can't go back and ask a different question. Okay, so what I'm saying this to you is that the next scene, quote unquote, is it's showing what appears to be a house. You know, there's no details about the house, but I'm being told that it's his house, and there's some shady characters observing. So he's being followed. Okay, meaning he knows that whatever steps he takes, there's people listening to him, and I don't think it's the feds, okay, necessarily. I thought the sense that I got that the people that are watching him are not the feds, in the sense of he knows that if he talks, you know, isn't like the mafia type stuff. Okay, so I get that. Now, okay, so. And I think he's been worried for a long time. There's been more stuff that hasn't been reported. There's more subpoenas, including from Mueller. This subpoena, guys, was for the Michael Cohen case. So he knows everything is coming out, and he's a big part of it. So okay, what's gonna happen? What is he gonna do? I almost feel like he should just go to the FBI and ask for protection, you know, because it's so dangerous for him. Okay, so what happens to him and his family? So. Guys, wow. Okay, so how do I start? So it showed me that at first he goes, you know, he's a subpoena, and he only wants to give answers about whatever specifics. And then they start asking, and so first he just gives that, he just talks a little bit. He's like, that's fine. Then the feds start putting pressure, because there's all these questions. Like even like anybody, right? Normal people be like, okay, so what do you do there? Have you set up, you know, normal questions, right? It's like, okay, so is there a scheme where, like, Trump, how many women has Trump paid off? Is all of this, like, all this stuff, okay? Obviously, there's like a lot of questions. Random people would have questions. He only wants to answer very few questions, and then the pressure starts, okay? And I want to say this, guys, that, like I said, I think he's already been subpoenaed before by all kinds of different, not just the New York thing, the Mueller thing, a lot. He's already talked. I don't know if he has talked to Mueller yet, but anyway. So what I want to say here is that he's kind of, you know, plays hardball a little bit, because he feels like, no, I'm not, you know, president. He's the president, whatever. So eventually, the feds exert so much pressure that it shows his wife crying. I don't know where the kids are, but the feds. You know, it reminds me of, guys, Goodfellas. I don't remember if it's like when the feds come and the guy has to throw the drugs in the toilet, okay? So, but it's like the feds just go insane on like those, you know, what is it called? The subpoena situation, not subpoena, but they go do raids, they freeze their accounts, they do crazy things, like seriously, they do insane amount of pressure, and I see them saying to him, dude, you don't have anything, get out of your motherfucking house, bitch. It's over. They take everything. And then I think eventually he talks. when he has nothing. Like these people, they're not joking around. Like seriously, guys, I've said this before. People working for Trump, it's like if you work for Osama bin Laden. Like seriously, like the same treatment. You know, the guy is a traitor. He's like working with mafia, whatever, you know, mob. I mean, hello, just get real. So they're not, you know, it's not like you can be like, oh, no, it's fake news. No collusion, witch hunt. Go get George Soros. Hillary, Obama, whatever. It doesn't work like that with people, okay? Those people are serious. They defended the country, okay? So I feel like when he loses, they're going to they've frozen all the accounts. I'm serious. I think by now they probably have. Not yet everything, but they're going to slowly, okay? So this guy, he has no air, okay? He has to talk. And I see him, it's like he looks really so disheveled. And they're kind of harsh. I mean, they're not torturing him or anything, but they're like intense, okay? So he knows his age, and he's thinking, okay, and I'm trying to think here the what. Yeah, it just he loses everything, okay, because it's not, okay, if the money is fake, if you're involved in money laundering, they freeze everything until, you know, everything settles. So, but it's a means to exert pressure, like I said. So I think eventually he talks, but not until much later. And I think he's gonna be a witness. But I see, and I remember this, guys. Remember how I said that Trump loses everything? This is towards, I think a lot of the accounts have been frozen, okay? But this guy talks when, what is it called? I think Trump is already, like, he's going to testify. But like I said, Trump loses everything, okay? So by the time I see him talking in a witness thing, Trump is no longer president. It's much further down. I think he still may even go to prison for a while, even if he's much older. Okay, I don't know that, I don't know exactly the terms, or even if it's a little, kind of, you know what, kind of like, what's his name, Manafort. Like, okay, yeah, no, yeah, really? Seriously? And then they throw him at like Rikers Island, I don't know where, you know what I mean? So, somewhere like, I don't know, actually, I don't know if it's like, you know, it was some hardcore prison to scare them or whatever. So that's that, and I think, and the guys this is what I'm getting too, it's kind of scary. Remember the day that the Michael Cohen was, the day that he was supposed to go to court, and then he was talking to all these people outside of the courthouse, and some of them were associated with, like some sort of, you know, mob figures or whatever, that they were threatening him. They were saying, look, I know stuff, you better not talk, okay? So I see the same guys related to this man. They're after him, okay? In the sense that they are giving him it's telling me by presenting these people comparing them or presenting me these people, they're saying that the same situation is happening to him. They're saying, look, don't talk. If I were you, I would not talk. Okay, so that's that, guys. Okay, and I'm trying to think here. So have the feds been have the authorities in general, because it's like New York State, it's all federal, it's all kinds of things. So how long have they, because I'm sure, guys, he's being recorded, they're tracking him, whatever. So how long have they been investigating this guy for? Just him, okay? Obviously they're investigating the Trump thing, but him. It's interesting. He's showing me 6 to 8, and I was like, oh, wait, months? No, years. Because it's showing in a weird way that his name appears in other cases. And before, obviously, Trump was president, he wasn't, I don't know, they were sort of investigating him, but it wasn't. And I've said before, maybe he knows stuff about, I don't know exactly why, but it's showing that before he was always peripheral. But now they know it's him. So they've had information about him from all kinds of different past cases. And now it feels like, ever since they were focusing on Trump, because the money trail, especially for Mueller and Andrew Weissman, that's number one, I think they're really like putting the dots together. And even show him, like, they're monitoring his accounts. Okay, and before, I think they've frozen stuff, but they're monitoring accounts of his family, his not mother, but his wife, like, so that they understand the details of financial transactions, okay, patterns and details and stuff. So, and I think phones are bugged and blah, blah, blah. So Oh, guys, and it's giving me here. It's telling me here, classic mafia, RICO, what is it called? Investigation. There's a pattern of, it's essentially showing me that there is a certain pattern of investigation when it's mafia. So they're using the similar thing, recording conversations, sort of, it's funny, giving me Gotti, okay? John Gotti. So that's that guy. It's very interesting. So, oh yeah, very nice. So that's that. I think I'm done. I have answers to the questions I had. Oh yeah. So that's that. Okay.